Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping into Spacebit and we're going to be checking out the Alliance Station. Now this is going to be a focal point for your Alliance, so you're going to need to know what it's all about. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here in my Spacebit account, and also as you can see, I am here, and yes, I am an alien. And as we are using a space game, I thought I would reveal myself to the world and you can see me in my full glory. Anyway, why are we here? We are here to talk about the Alliance Station. Now this is something that has recently come online, and everybody that is involved in an alliance, I'm sure you have been working very hard to get all those resources to your station, to build it, and now it has been built. So we're going to go and take a look and at what it's all about. Now for me, I've quickly gone through this and it seems to me it acts just like a planet. So basically you use your resources for all the same things, but you're going to be doing it as a team. And this is where obviously you guys need to be working together. And also, you know, you can't be having anybody sort of sitting on the sidelines, you know, and sort of only, again, I know I keep saying this, but you know, when it comes to these things, you don't want people in your alliance that are just doing the bare minimum, you know, while everybody else is working their butts off to try and get you guys up and running and to be the best alliance that you can. So if we drop into the station here, we can see, like I say, it works just like a planet. So you've got buildings, you've got your research, so that's your sort of your scientific area, you've got your spaceships, or what would be your hangar, your defense. So here we've got in the building section, we've got accommodation. So what is the accommodation for? That is going to be for settlers. Now these are going to be, as we know throughout the missions, that we collect settlers, or we help settlers that are stranded on comets and asteroids and other places, and we take them on board and we train them up and they become part of our civilization. So in this sense, what we will be doing, we will be sending settlers out to our Alliance Station. We will then be training them up to be, you know, scientists, builders, workers, just like you do on your planet. And then you put them to work at building ships, helping in the laboratory, all those kind of things. And seeing as this is going to be have the shortest amount of build time, and at the end of the day you're going to need workers, builders and scientists to do everything else, this is going to be the first thing that you want to be concentrating on getting up and running, is going to be your accommodation module. Then you've got your storage, so that is going to be your area to store all your resources. So anything that gets sent to your Alliance Station, you've got to keep this upgraded and keep upgrading it, because otherwise you're going to get to a point where you're going to start maxing out on certain resources. You're going to be maxing out on your metal and your glass. And obviously if you max out, then essentially you can only build what those resources allow you to build. So, but obviously if you keep upgrading that section, you're going to be able to send more and more resources. And there's the fact that it's not just you, it's going to be your entire alliance. You're going to hopefully have resources coming into your Alliance Station left, right and center 24/7. And if that's going to be happening, the last thing you want to be doing is hitting a point where you're going to be almost wasting resources because they won't fit in your storage. They might not, people might be trying to send stuff and they can't send it because your storage module is just not big enough, so you got to keep that upgraded. So your laboratory, again, this is what we were talking about. So your research facility and your laboratory area, that is a big section. Like I say, I mean, most of this you guys already know because it's exactly the same as your planet and all of this stuff. There's your hangar module. So again, that's going to be for your ships. You don't want to be maxing out, and so you can't put any more ships in there. You got to think this whole thing is going to really be massively important during these wars. And if you've got tons of ships on your planet, but you can't send them to your Alliance station because your hangar is just simply not up at a high enough level, or rather, should I say, you can't build them in your Alliance station because you're not sending. We'll check this out, but you're only sending resources. So it's like I say, with the planet, where you collect the resources. With your station, you only send resources. I don't believe you can actually send ships. Okay, so something I've just found out, and it was just by randomly clicking buttons, is if we go into the make a delivery section, you do have the ability to actually send ships direct to your station. So obviously I was mistaken there, but obviously as well, you can build them direct in your station as well. So you've got both options. So I guess to get you guys yourselves up and running and get some kind of protection around your station immediately, you can send ships and resources. But once your resources build up to a high enough point, you can build ships on your station as well, which is obviously absolutely brilliant news. I do have a little bit of bad news when it comes to the Alliance station and the delivery system at the moment, though, is that I was speaking to Cyril earlier, and they said they've got a little bug in the system, and to send resources and ships to the station itself is not currently working. And unfortunately, this is the kind of thing that we do run into with alpha level games, and sometimes as well beta level games. But it's all about, troubleshooting. And I know the guys at I don't know, I call them the CMG developers, but Spacebit developers, I guess. Obviously, they're responsible for both games. But those guys are working extremely hard to resolve this issue. So the only thing I can suggest is basically just try randomly every now and again to send resources, and at some point you might discover those resources do get sent and are available in your Alliance station. But for the moment, as far as I know, there is a bit of a bug, and that delivery system is currently not working. Now, I have noticed that obviously the Alliance station is very close to me, and I'm guessing that is the same for every Alliance. Basically, the person that is classed as the leader, which is myself, and other leaders of other alliances, their Alliance station is right there. So now the thought is, does that mean that everybody in the Alliance can send resources, but it is actually down to the Alliance leader to then decide what those resources are being used for? So that is where you've got to have good communication with your Alliance. So essentially everybody is happy what the resources are being spent on, because you're going to want people to be agreeing on these things. You're going to want people to be saying, yeah, okay, so everyone's sent in this is the amount of resources we've got. What do we want to be prioritizing for to be built? What do we want? What ships do we want to be built? What research elements do we want upgrading first? All those kind of things. These are the kind of things you need to be discussing with your Alliance, or you're going to be getting a lot of very unhappy Alliance members, because they're sending all the resources to you, and you're then just doing whatever you feel like. So like I say, I think that is how it's going to work. I'm not sure if everybody has the ability to spend resources in the station, or it is just essentially the leader of the alliance, which would make sense for me, because otherwise, you know, everybody would be coming in here and just spending resources on whatever they thought was important. But like I say, I believe the whole point is to be a collaborative effort. So you chat and you decide amongst yourself, right, okay, what is it we're going to spend our resources on. I think that is basically the way it's going to go. So obviously in your defense, you've got, again, just like your planet, your shooting stations, your laser turret, and your crystal cannons. Train, again, just like your planet. So you've got the various different sort of jobs you can train your settlers for. Headquarters, so this is where you would set up your defense. So what are your lines of defense for your alliance station? You report, I'm guessing that is just exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be various reports of sort of, you know, maybe resources coming in, things that have been built, all those kind of things. That is basically what you're going to be looking at there. And then this is going to be your research section. So you've got space construction. So obviously the difference with this is it does look like it is only limited to these three things. So you've got space construction. So the research will give additional slots to the station. You've got then a galactic network. So the research will help to synchronize all the knowledge of Alliance members and Alliance station. And then Hydra engine, this research will determine the speed of the station when moving. Because if we go into here, just at the top here, you can say move your station in the galaxy. Now, I don't know if you can send that to a predetermined... so basically you decide, so you would put in the coordinates and then it will just zip off over to those coordinates. Or with the planets, you guys have a... well, we all have, is it a planet teleportation or planet transporter, which will randomly send you somewhere. I mean, obviously you don't want it to be, if you're moving throughout the galaxy, I guess you want it to go to a primary spot and not just random spot in the galaxy. So I'm guessing that you will be able to. In fact, if we just click on that, yeah, there you go. I don't know why, I just spent 5 minutes discussing that. And then I'm always worried that, you know, I'm going to click on something and then it's just, you know, it's not going to give you, you know, like a fail safe. It's not going to sort of say, do you really want to do this? And I'm just going to click on it and he's just going to do it. And then I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, I really didn't mean that to happen. So that's why I'm sort of I'm always a bit worried about clicking on things. Anyway, so that is pretty much how the station is going to work. And it's really going to come down to, like I say, a team effort and a collaborative thinking on whether your alliance station is going to become massively strong, or whether your alliance's station is just going to be, it's just going to be sort of almost hit or miss on whether or not it does become a force within the galaxy. I think if you can brainstorm, get your heads together, I think you're going to do well. And I think that we will be watching out for you. But, you know, it is all going to be about teamwork. Okay, so that is pretty much all I wanted to discuss. Just a bit of a quick update on the Alliance Station. I hope you found it informative and helpful. And if you can smash that like button, it does really support my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.